Hi, this is Emily Keller, and today we're going to talk about the jersey stitch, which is also known as the stockinette stitch for hand knitters. Jersey fabric is named after the island where it was first produced. Jersey Island is located in the Channel Islands between England and France. Traditionally, the stitch is used for sweaters, but today it's also used on cut and sew pieces like t-shirts, tops, skirts, dresses, even underwear and tights. So now I'm going to talk about the characteristics in detail and give jersey stitch a rating for each characteristic from 1 to 10. Number 1 is knitting time. This refers to the amount of time that it takes to knit the fabric. Jersey gets the rating of 1 because it's a really fast stitch to knit, especially on an automatic machine. Each loop stays on its designated needle and it doesn't move anywhere, which makes it very, very quick. Number 2 is programming time. So if you want to knit something on an automatic machine, first you need to have a program that the machine follows. A programmer sits at a computer and plans out your specific garment to properly knit out of the machine. Jersey gets a rating of 1 also because stitch itself doesn't take time to program. Most auto machines have jersey on sort of like a default when starting a new program. Now, if you would use jersey stitch and have a complicated garment shape with lots of unique, fully fashioning, all of those shapes would need to be programmed, and this would raise the programming time. Number 3 is price. Because the knitting time and the programming time are really fast, the price tends to be low. So for jersey, I gave it a rating of 1. A big part of how factories price is based off of how long your garment takes to knit on their machine. Factories have a very limited number of machines, and machine time is really valuable to them. The more time that your garment takes to knit, the less time they have for other customers. Other factors that affect manufactured price are yarn type, linking, and finishing details. Number 4 is strength. For jersey, the strength is about medium, so I gave it a 5. The structure of the stitch is good, but because it's fairly thin, holes can be common, which creates runs. This also greatly depends on the yarn weight and the gauge. A chunkier yarn weight and gauge usually holds up better than a finer gauge. This is what a run looks like, the kind that you get in tights. The fiber breaks and each loop under it comes undone, creating a run. Number 5 is drape. Drape refers to how the piece of fabric hangs. Because jersey is thin, it tends to have really good movement, so I gave it a 9. Number 6 is comfort. I gave jersey the rating of 10 because it's a thin stitch that gives and it's really comfortable to wear. Number 7 is texture. I gave jersey the rating of 2 because the texture of the stitch is quite flat. But if you look at the back side of the stitch, the purl side has a little bit of texture, which you can use as the front side of the fabric if you choose. Number 8 is thickness. I gave jersey the rating of 1 because it's one of the thinnest stitches. It can even be sheer when it's knitted in a fine gauge with a smooth yarn. Number 9 is weight. Since it's thin, it also tends to be lightweight, so I gave it a 1. Number 10 is torquing. Torquing means to rotate or to twist. Torquing in reference to fabric is twisting distortion that can sometimes happen. Jersey is prone to torquing, especially when you use a high twist yarn or a single ply yarn. It's also sometimes called fabric spirality. Torquing is usually an unwanted characteristic to have in a fabric unless you incorporate it as part of your design. So for jersey, since it can be prone to torquing, I gave it the rating of an 8. You can see how the side seam of this t-shirt is not straight when I lay it flat. One side curves towards the front while the other side curves towards the back. This is a defect, it's not part of the design. This swatch is torquing. It should be laying as a straight rectangle with clean 90-degree angles, but instead it's distorted. Number 11 is balance. Balance refers to how the fabric lays and reacts to itself with no edge finishes. I gave jersey a rating of 3. As you can see, jersey is not a balanced stitch. The two sides of the fabric are not the same. The jersey side has more vertical direction threads and pulls the top and the bottom edges towards the front, while the purl side has horizontal threads and pulls the left and right edges towards the back. You can see the fabric sort of fighting itself. Number 12 is stretch. I gave jersey the rating of 8. Horizontally, jersey has really good stretch. Vertically, it has stretch, but a little bit less than horizontally. Please note that each rating that I give is based off of the general nature of each stitch, compared to the nature of other stitches where the variables like yarn and gauge are constant. For example, if I compare a 7-gauge jersey fabric in 2/28 wool to a 7-gauge bird's eye jacquard in 2/28 wool, the jersey fabric will always be thinner. If yarn and gauge are not constants, for example, I have a 3-gauge jersey fabric in single 2.2 wool and a bird's eye jacquard in 14 gauge, the jersey fabric will be thicker. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe. Please write your comments and questions below and I'll answer as many as I can. Thanks.